Welcome back to Joe's Math Tools, where math is made easy. In this session, we are calculating the quotient of our numbers when we have a two-digit dividend and we're working with numbers for our divisors ranging from 6 to 9. And if you're ready to see how this is done, let's get started. So we're going to begin calculating our quotient by dividing 6 into 45. And remember that as I go through my division, I will be dividing into our numbers digit by digit. For some of you, you may be on that beyond that phase where you can now move into your two-digit division. But as always, I like to go through my steps to make it easier for those persons who may not be at that level yet. So we're dividing 6 into 4, which will equal to 0. When 0 is multiplied to 6, I will get the product of 0. 4 minus 0 will equal to 4. I'm going to bring down my 5, changing 4 into 45. 6 divides into 45 7 times. 7 times 6 gives us the product of 42. And when 45 subtracts 42, we will get the difference of 3. So when 45 is divided by 6, we get the quotient of 7, remainder 3. Let's move on to our second example where we're dividing 7 into 45. 7 can't divide into 4 since it's smaller than 7, so that will be 0. We will have 0 being multiplied by 7, which will equal to 0. When 4 subtracts 0, we get the difference of 4. I'm going to bring down my 5, changing 4 into 45. 7 will divide into 45 6 times. When 6 is multiplied to 7, we get the product of 42. When 45 subtracts 42, we get the difference of 3. So our quotient for 45 divided by 7 is equal to 6, remainder 3. We will now be dividing our 8 into 45. 8 can't divide into 4 since it's smaller than 4, since 4 is smaller than 8. So we will be multiplying our 0 times 8, which will equal to 0. When 4 subtracts 0, we will get the difference of 4. I'm going to bring down my 5, changing 4 into 45. 8 will divide to 45 5 times. When 5 is multiplied to 8, we get the product of 40. And when 45 minus 40, we get the difference of 5. So our quotient for this question when 45 is divided by 8 is equal to 5, remainder 5. Now for our final question where we're dividing 9 into 45. Now usually in division, you would have seen cases where you've seen persons go through their steps and they will say that 9 can't divide into 4. Therefore, they will move straight to 45. I will do that for this question. And I will also include the 0 as well, but we'll skip the step of the multiplication. So we have cases where you see persons look at division and do the double-digit division. That's because for persons who are a little bit more advanced in division, they understand that because 4 is smaller than 9, we will not be able to divide our 9 by 4. So in those cases, instead of going through the whole step of dividing my 9 into 4 and getting 0, they will skip that step and just say the 9 divides into 45. And when 9 divides into 45, we will get 5. So I will be multiplying 5 times 9, which will equal to 45. And 45 minus 45 will give me the difference of 0. So when 45 is divided by 9, I will get the quotient of 5. Okay, so there you have it. We just calculate the quotient of our numbers when we're working with a double digit dividend, and our numbers were ranging from 6 to 9. And I hope that you notice that for this example, most of the numbers in our quotient when we divided, the first digit was always 0. Remember that in those cases where you're dividing, if the first digit is smaller than the number that you are actually dividing by, that first digit in that quotient will always be 0. So remember that you have to practice so that you can remember these tips as you are working through your division to help you to be able to move a whole lot more smoothly. Remember that practice is key. Building your confidence and actually trying out the questions will help you to become a better mathematician. And until next time, this is Joe's Math Tools, where we aim to make math easy.